Welcome to Bell Brothers Brewing.
Engineers talking about beers.
I'm Curtis.
I'm Cody.
And today we're talking about the August theme, which is
Wheat beers.
wheat beers.
Wheat beers?
Why are you putting such a focus on the H?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's how it's always been said. Wheat.
Wheat? Just like wheatin'?
Yep. And Cool Whip.
Cool whip. So, Cody, why are we focusing on wheat beers? What makes them so special and interesting for this month?
Mostly it's just a good international category. Everybody makes wheat beers, all of your beer producing countries. You got American wheats, Germans, Belgian, France, I don't know of any English wheats. I'm sure they exist, but I don't know.
What an interesting piece of history on that, huh? Why would English not have any kind of wheat beers necessarily?
Maybe they just made bad wheat beers and they stopped doing it.
Or the Germans just dominated the market so hard that there was just no way to get into it.
That is true. Germans do have a lot of different wheat beers. You've got Dunkelweisens, Weizenbachs, Hellesweisens. You know, they got Weizen everything, Hefeweizens. They got Weizens on Weizens on Weizens.
Right? I mean, every kind of traditional area around Germany. I mean, even not just Germany, but you got the Belgians around that, and like you name it, of the areas around, they just always got some form of wheat beer around there, and in multiple styles, right? It's not just a singular. They throw it everywhere. So why are we focusing on wheat? Like, why would you want to put wheat so much so in all your different beers?
Wheat adds a lot of body, but without adding a lot of alcohol. It does it through adding proteins. So you add more protein, it gives it a nice, fuller bodied feel, and it tends to get you a little bit of a weedy, bready sort of flavor, especially in ones where it's focused, like what we're looking at today.
Well, so what's interesting on that though, like you said, is the proteins, right, cruising around inside of that. And so while it gives it body, it also gives it like a hazy look. Traditionally, whenever you crack open a wheat beer, I expect to see some sort of floating protein or a little haziness inside of that beer. So you could clear it out, technically, right? Use a clearing agent or filtering of some form, and you could get that, and you get that nice, crystal clear wheat beer. But then you kind of lose the body, right?
At least a little bit of it, you know, I mean, you probably lose more than half of it. I don't know. I haven't filtered a wheat beer myself and done the testing. But I feel like filtering a wheat beer just ruins the whole experience. You know, why make a wheat beer if you're just going to filter out most of what makes it interesting?
Right? And so we're focusing on wheat beers being used as a primary ingredient, not necessarily an adjunct or like just a thickening agent to the beer. But the beers we're going to be reviewing, brewing, looking at this month really are going to shine a light on wheat beers.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more wheat beers in the month of August. Make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel to check out our full-length videos for what you're not seeing on Facebook. Thanks for visiting us here at Bell Brothers Brewing.
This has been Engineers Talking About Beers.
Cheers.